right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do make sure to like, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you're a member of the channel, bless up to you, lovely people. And how to become a member, please do click the join button YouTube. As you saw by the title, we're going to be discussing Steve Mcclaren's strong statements towards the Unity Cup and also the Gold Cup. We had several conversations on what I thought on the Unity Cup, and he had answered a few of them. So I wanted to go through those, and I would love to hear your take as well. All right, I'm going to take my time to break it down. Hoping that everything is coming through on time because I'm having some difficulties with the setup here. So hoping that you're getting some transmission. All right. So let me make sure to click this to be sure that you guys are getting it because I'm not sure if I'm live as yet, but I'm hoping that that's the case. All right, and everything is working because I do have the additional files here that I wanted to put up on the screen. This video will only be maximum 2 hours. The last time I've said that we went over, but I'm trying to make sure it's in line with that. All right, yes, due to the fact that I have a game to watch. I have a game to watch right after. All right. All right, so yes, so we're gonna play Mr. Mcclaren's statement and then break that down. Then we're gonna look at the actual listing, the list, which is the schedule for all teams. But we're gonna focus on Jamaica only here because this was a Jamaican titled video. All right, yes. So let me start by. I'm hoping that I'm live and I don't have any problems. All right. So let me start. Yeah, because I really don't want to have to restart this video. All right. So let me start right here by getting the interview from Simon Preston and the JFF here. All right. So this was a few days ago. Let me tell you what. No, not a few days ago. A day ago. A day ago. A day ago. All right, a day ago, Simon Preston interviewed the head coach. All right, so we saw Dr. Gigi and we saw Bessa's documentary. So I think that I am live. Let me know if you're still getting statics and I am struggling on the internet. Let me know. Let me know if it's something with. Oh, my live is spinning. All right, all right, my live is spinning. All right, let me try to see. I want to make sure we get it correct, at least at the start, so we could get this thing continue properly. All right. All right. So they said you're having problems. All right. So what I'm going to do, because we had some crash reports and stuff, so maybe it's the crash reports causing the problems. All right. So I'm going to just restart it right here. I think, yeah. I said I'm sorry, so give me a second. All right, I am working smooth. What? Let me check. Make sure we are on. All right. I'm hoping that it's. I'm back now. Let me know if you're getting less logs. All right. What I'm going to do, I am All right. So I'm on now. I think it's okay now, right? Yes, I think it's okay now. It's okay now. It's okay now. Yes, it's okay now. So let we continue. Let we continue. If you thanks very much, all you lovely people, sticking by so we can get the actual points across. All right, and we wanted to make sure it was coherent. So that was the reason why we never continued the video and it's not working. I think on the re-up, it's going to be structured. So thanks everyone for passing through. We're going to have a discussion on what the coach had to say, the reaction of the coach from the Concacaf Gold Cup and also for the Unity Cup. All right. And then you're going to be leaving here with something similar as to what I thought I had in my back of my head before hearing him speak on the matter. So thanks Goontown, massive respect, Kemar Benson, Dr. GG, Dockland, maybe your billing cut the internet cable. Dockland, thank you very much. Bestest documentary, thank you very much, all of you lovely people coming through, real ones. All right, King Expert in all right, so everyone is saying everything is good. Just please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We are trying to do at least, no, not at least, max 2 hours. All right, because we want to do the reaction to this and talk about the actual, what you call it, the actual schedule. All right, yes. Mr. Man, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, so let me start the video. All right, this one is Simon and Mr. Mcclaren. All right, he's going to talk first on the Unity Cup and also structural stuffs and everything, and we are going to drop in here and there and give our takes.
Firstly, Coach, it is an exciting summer that lies ahead for Jamaica. How much are you looking forward to it with all the activity that we have?
Yeah, I think the Unity Cup was mentioned a couple of months ago, and we've always been excited to bring Jamaica to the UK and to have a camp there. And it seemed the perfect opportunity to do that. It might come at a bad time, end of the season, Premier League is still underway, playoffs, etc., etc. But I'm looking forward to putting a Jamaica squad together that many supporters in the UK will look forward to getting close to.
All right, so that's the first part. You heard him. He spoke on the Unity Cup. He said he was always looking forward to see a Jamaican team in England. But and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to get a competition, but it might have came at a wrong time because it's an active season, which it means the Premier League season is active, and also all the other competitions, if you're in playoffs, they are still busy in those moods. So pretty much he's telling you that he would have loved to have that experience so he can sell the brand of Jamaica. Because that statement that he made was solely off the brand, because he himself saying that he has to put a squad together, and his squad is not the squad that he was talking on, like his World Cup squad, because most of these players are going to be busy. All right, so you see, I was not stupid when I was telling you that. All right, because the players, you can't force the players to come out of their clubs. That's where they do get their pay. All right, it makes no logical sense for us to think any other way that they would have left to come and represent Jamaica. They are owned by these clubs. All right, they are owned by these clubs, and that always comes first. All right, selling the project. How important that is to you guys, that Jamaica needs to sell the project right now, within a week span between World Cup qualifiers and selling the project for Jamaica. All right, getting other people coming close to Jamaica. That's where I have a slight problem there. You know, I can agree with him that yes, I would love to have it in England, love what happens and everything. But as what I've said, I thought it came at the wrong time. It came at the wrong time, and he started off saying that it's at the right time, but his statement kind of curved to agree with me that it came at the wrong time, because he would have loved to have everybody so he could sell it, like make as much Jamaicans come out as possible. But to be honest, it's not the most important tournament. We have a next tournament days later that is the most important game right after. You understand me? So I that tells me he heard about the tournament and said, yes, I would love to be a part of it, but this was not his doing. You know, this was not his doing. Like, because you would have checked the time and everything. That's what it gave me. All right. So they got the opportunity and they're going to try and make the best of it. And hopefully can get as much players so that people that spends their money to come there don't feel like people took advantage of them. All right. That's what I've gotten from him. But it clearly shows that you're not going to have a lot of the players them, and we're going to get players from OEO. But what that does now, it goes back against his principle, because his principle was to work on in terms of the World Cup. But at the same time, you don't have these guys available. So who are you going to get? Is it that you're going to move away from your principle and then go towards getting just anybody that can represent Jamaica, and let me see those guys? So if they are not good enough for a system, you can move on from them. Maybe that's a good way to just use this window, use this little period, just get as much guys that are available, so at least you got a chance to see them. Let me know what say you guys. I think that's what he should turn it into, because clearly now it's not going to be what you wanted it to be because of the timing, you know. Get big players. The big players will be busy in playoffs and finals. Yes, that's what he said. That's what I'm trying to explain to people that when I was talking about it, people said that, oh, I am creating problems. Well, no, they need to come and tell me sorry. Like Lee and those guys need to come and tell me sorry. All right. So I don't think they know what they want to do as yet. As what he said, they are just trying to try and get the best set of players put together, so at least people can be comfortable watching them, you know. Yeah, and I actually agree with that. If you're already in the competition, just get the best players put on the damn field. All right, or to work with. But I would love for some of those players you can use back in your competition, the upcoming competition. At least half of them. So at least get half of the squad and then get other players to fit out.
The UK will look forward to getting close to.
All right, one second. We have Richard Green said, good morning, JD. At this point, it looks like second string JPL players with a sparkling of USL for the Unity Cup. It's a payday for JFF. But when I said that at first, Richard Green, people cussed me out and saying that I'm creating narratives, but this shows you that it's not no creating narrative. They're saying that it's more of a opening to expand the brand. It's more of a brand thing rather than what he wanted it for. So it's a good thing he wanted to get them in England. For whatever, maybe the field concern, because he has concerns over the field in Jamaica and all of those stuff. So, but it came, he wanted the right players them to put on that field. And it looks like he's not going to get those. No, it doesn't look like. He's not going to get half of those players that he wants, for sure. And more likely, Ethan Pinnock and those guys might still pull out in the end. And it's going to just extend to more people not being available. But it goes to show you guys what we're saying. It always comes out to be accurate because we're going off datas. All right? Yes. Use the local gems we hear about, but not visible. I think he'll get fringe UK players in. That's the most logical, makes sense. I still think he's gonna take a few guys from locally, a few guys that are available in the USL side as well, if that's the case. And definitely a few English guys that we can put on it. And then maybe if Latibodier and those, no, not Latibodier might be out because of the playoffs, and maybe push in more extra work and need an extra week rest or something. So maybe Latibodier won't make it either. So John Russell team a little bit lower. So maybe John Russell would have been those guys, Tilt and those guys in League 2. So you can get players. You can get players. You know, you can get players. All right. So let me continue. Man like Hector, yeah, good opportunity for Hector to be seen as well. Yeah, facts.
The UK will look forward to getting close to and be able to watch it at close hand. And we want to do some things in which I think it's important that we don't just connect with the supporters in Jamaica, but the diaspora around the world, and especially in the UK.
Yeah, just
okay, and he finished it off exactly what we had said. He wants to connect to everyone, you know. But I think when you connect to everyone, coach, you have to make sure you make a dent. You understand me? So the dent that you wanted to make is with your strongest team, you know. So that's what they remembered when they last watched Jamaica team. Oh, Leon Bailey, Mikel Antonio, Ethan Pinnock, Damara Gray, you know, those dudes that are popular You know, yes. So you're selling the brand. The top six. No, I know that. I know that Richard Green that they are going to be busy as well. I know that. But some people would send their players. All right, they will. They would. Zerby. Sup, bro? When will you review? I am going to do Suriname tomorrow. Tomorrow, look out for that game in. Like Zerby, it's solely because I was slightly busy. All right. So tomorrow, look out for that, big boss. All right. Don't worry yourself. Tomorrow, look out for that. JD will be out and strong. My cementing almost finished. You know, one location is finished. I'm going to do the next one, but tomorrow I'm going to go and get more material, and then I will be free because tomorrow is an actual free day for me. All right. So don't worry yourself. I have 2 more videos to drop tomorrow. All right. So let me continue. Nitro said it is interesting if they bring a bag of JPL players after we hear JPL players were chosen in March due to keeping costs down. Yeah, that is a good way to look at it. But I will write that down as well, Nitro. I will write that down. Good point, Nitro.
Briefly on that, Gaffer, as somebody that has lived the vast majority of his life in the UK, you can just speak briefly about the Jamaican diaspora that lies within the UK, the north, the south, all over, really.
Have you ever felt like you're not good enough or you're not loved? I know I've felt this way many times.
All right.
That lies within the UK, the north, the south, all over, really.
Everywhere. It's unbelievable. When I first joined, I had a friend of mine, and I said, look, just go out there and search. Obviously, Heimer had done his homework and searched those with dual nationality and could play for Jamaica, and I wanted to expand that even further. He did that, 60 or 70 names. It was unbelievable. And
all right, so he's answering the question how big Jamaica is in England, how widespread it is as well, and similar to what we had said, but he talks on his friend again. So I guess it's a friend of him really doing the scouting for him. That's what we're getting at this point. You realize, because he kept mentioning that friend. When he talked about John Russell's performance, he said, oh, my friend told me that John Russell is performing very good. You understand me? Which we're going to touch on that even today again. But he's saying that he sent his friend out to get a few more names to expand from where Al Grimson had it. And his friend came back with 50, 60 extra names. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, you guys take off that what you want.
The more I've travelled around the UK to watch Jamaican players, I've known that the support is there, the interest is there, and the amount of people who have that dual nationality is unbelievable. And as I say, majority of them will have never seen, Jamaica play at close hand, and now they've got the opportunity. So we're excited about that, and can't wait.
All right. So okay, so that is kind of where he's leaning towards now. So that's what we saw now. So maybe a lot of them don't play, but they might get invited to come and watch Jamaica, watch the product, what they're trying to sell. Yeah, so maybe it's not just for the fans only, but to sell interest for players to want to play for Jamaica. Is that what you got from what he just said? Because I kind of got that as well. Like he's saying that, okay, a lot of them don't know Jamaica. They have their history of through family and stuff, but they never saw them played, and maybe they could grow some affinity towards it. So it's an affinity tournament. It's a unity tournament, but it might just turn the Jamaica affinity program. All right. So players might be getting some affinity towards Jamaica, and also the fan base overseas getting some affinity towards Jamaica. Boston says maybe JD, maybe you need to be his friend to scout for him. Yeah, maybe that would have been very much helpful, to be honest. But I've already done enough help towards his list. Yes, his list, yeah. Top of the morning, Michael. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Rookie Chris says, okay, on Sunday. I never see you on Sunday, but I have not done other days. So I guess if you get me on Sunday, you take it, blood. All right. You know how much work I've done and decided that, okay, I'm going to come and do the video. I wanted to do the video a day before, but I said, let me do it today. All right. Because I'm going to sit down and watch Petersburg play Birmingham City. Yes. So that's a good game to watch Mothersill and stuff. So because I wanted to do so, I said let me jump in, get my grocery out, done and dusted, and because it's a little bit bleak outside, I don't have to do any extra work outside today. So let me just do the video now. All right. I have no issue with JPL players being selected as wing defender and certain attackers. It's silly to choose the spine of the team. Goontown, big up yourself. This might be the greatest comment I've ever seen in the Jamaica space. I don't know if you know the reason why I said that to you, Goontown, but that might be the greatest comment, and maybe that what you just said is the biggest problem we have. All right, I am not going to expand on it because it's not the time, no. But what you just said, it's something I've always thought about in my head. It is his friend J. Ray and Neville, cause none of these 60, 70 players are in the squad. But that's what the man, the man explained to you, Dockland, saying that he's going to. It's an affinity tournament, so he's bringing people from to get involved in Jamaica program, and also players that don't know. Remember, I'm here telling you that it's not. They might have Jamaican parents, they might have Jamaican grandparents, but they don't know so much about what they're going to invest in. So if you can bring the project in front of them and sell the project to them, that would be good as well. All right, these are things that I've said on my program countless times, and now we're seeing people trying to put it in action. So I can't blame if that's the one of the points that he's trying to fill out right there. All right, Jack Drummond said this is a turnaround from the coach, because a few months ago he stated that persons born in England don't want to play for Jamaica. It seems like he's riding another rhythm now. Yes, because clearly, we called him out and said that is not true. And we have the proof here, because here are the players saying that they want to play. So that makes no logical sense. The ones that you are going to, which is like the ones on Algrim's list, are just maybe 2 or 3. And they gave you that you can't use a broad brush. Or others tried to use a broad brush at the time. Dustin says, up fully awake. Must be up yourself, Dustin. All right. And then we have Travis Pessoa in the morning. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yes, we are going through the interview. Travis, let me know your take on what the coach has said here. Then we have Pastor just checked in as well. All right. Yes, so far, he's saying he like that they got a chance to bring the players to England, or bring a team to England. He doesn't know which team it's going to be, but he's trying his best to get a team that people would like. All right? So they need to come here and said, JD, you're on to something again, because I am right again. All right? Yes. I know I like to tell you and rub it in to show you guys that I was right. All right? Yes, big up. All right, so it's going to be a struggle for him to get a strong enough team, to be honest. But I think Nigeria, I heard that a few of Nigeria big players are committed to it, but not every one of them. So Nigeria team is going to be slightly depleted as well. Ghana team will have a few individuals on it. I think maybe Trinidad and Tobago might bring the strongest squad. You know, because they might be taking it extra serious, extra serious. And not say extra serious, but maybe some of their players stops playing a little bit earlier than others. And maybe some they can get the release. So I would love for Trinidad to really bring a strong team and try to go up against them. And maybe it will be a level playing field, yes. Why? For rub it in. Alright, no, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Alright, so let me continue. So far, I had a few points that I'm questioning how the hell we are gonna take something, and why he took it in the end, Yeah, but maybe you will get into it a little bit more.
Wait.
And as you know, following that, we have the World Cup qualifiers and, of course, the Gold Cup. How has preparation been going for you and the technical staff as well?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a busy summer. You talked about that. 3 camps. First the Unity Cup, then World Cup qualifiers, and then Gold Cup.
Yes.
So we're shuffling the players around a little bit because obviously Premier League plays Saudi Arabia and MLS won't be able to take part in the Unity Cup.
Okay, here he gave you the answer, people. All right. Imaxit, why Jamaica take up the invitation then if the players were not committed? Why choose to play for Travis? Here he said it there. Premier League players, Saudi players, MLS players will not be available. So people only give me my flowers. Give me my flowers for my hard work. All right? Give me my flowers. I need my flowers. I need all the damn flowers. All right? Travis, you have a lot of links in a JFF. You need to go and ask him that. You need to go and ask him that because at this point, I am saying he is trying to turn it into something good, but it was not him signed off on this. I thought that they took it, Travis, just for an exposure. They're taking competitions for just exposure. And I think that we need to have... This happened to Al Grimsey before, you know, people. This happened to Al Grimsey before. All right? This happened to Al Grimsey before. And he complained that he never wanted this tournament. You know, like, why am I doing this game? I should be working on other things. And I said he should be busy working on other plans. He's just trying to turn it like he's more of a... I can see that he can be a more likable person than Al Grimson and John Wall. Because John Wall and Al Grimson would have been telling the public, this was not my liking and, you know, I never wanted this. You know, they would have said that. But he's just trying to get the best out of it, you know? Donovan, oh yeah, that's good. Imaxit, no links, my bro. I only care about World Cup, Qualifier, and Gold Cup. I care zero about it. Well, Travis, you're seeing it here, and that people. That's why you don't judge him. You don't judge the coach on this Unity Cup. The players them selected. Just watch some football, and I'm loving the honesty because if I had bought my ticket to go there, and it's not going to be a strong studied squad. That's what I expected. And they sold me that, I would have created havoc. So I love the fact that he's been very clear and telling you that, yeah, you're not going to get certain players, so don't expect certain players. Only if they want to try and force it, but we're going to give them the time off as well because we would rather them be ready for World Cup qualifiers and ready for Gold Cup. And that's what we had said from day one. All right? Yes. Donovan, we're gonna have the conversation. Yes, so he said it right here. So that's good. Thanks for the clarity, coach.
Cup, because they don't finish till late. They'll be a part of the World Cup qualifiers and the Gold Cup. So we're looking at a provisional squad of about 50 players at the present moment. And then obviously the closer we get to having to name a squad, we will do that first for the Unity Cup, then for the World Cup qualifiers, and hopefully that squad will be
the same squad for the Gold Cup.
Take us through to the Gold Cup.
Okay. So I think his marbles are still with him, people, because he's clearly saying that the team that you're going to see for the Unity Cup more likely won't be the World Cup squad, and the World Cup squad would have rolled over into the Gold Cup. That's what I wanted to hear. You understand me? So that extra pressure on the players them and people getting injured after coming off the night before to come and play a game just to appease the JFF and find new support in England. I think that would have been too much on the players, and we have to be fair for ourselves. I know that I would love to see Jamaica play in England. That is the best Jamaica team, that is true, but it's just not good enough. It is not the time, not the correct time, and Unity Cup should be ashamed of themselves to be having things now. I understand that Nigeria, them ain't playing any games, but Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica has so much games. I don't know why they got invited. And to be honest, as what Travis said, why the federation them took up this invitation. It's terrible from the federations, not just Jamaica Federation, but also Trinidad and Tobago. This is terrible. This is terrible, man. This is terrible because you're draining your players. And how much you bet? If Trinidad picks their best team, look how if they pick their best team and play there. Look how they're going to get affected because you're going to get 1 or 2 injuries. I'm sad to say so, but you're going to get 1 or 2 injuries and cost your entire team Gold Cup chances and the World Cup chances. Just watch. All right. Imaxit. So why some of these fans up in them feelings towards the coach then? Because Travis, I don't think they... Remember, you know, Travis, before I say certain things, you know, that's why I don't try to be as visible, you know. I make sure when I have the things to say, that's when I be visible. So I take as much time to research things before I do talk. Because that's why when I built the video, I said, no, this is not his doing. Because he said he's focusing on World Cup. That's what he told us the last time, Travis. So I'm saying, how can he be focusing on World Cup when you're all of these guys, I saw the numbers, and they're not going to be here. Everybody's going to have game the day before. So then how is this going to work out? So this don't make any sense to your conversation. So this can't be your doing, you know? And I'm glad that he's saying it, you know? He's saying it without saying it, you know? Like clearly. So the JFF might be watching my video now and saying, okay, oh, so the boy giving JD them heads up to let him know that it's not him doing these things. They took it for the money. I think they took it for the money for real, yeah. JD, the man is showing up the federation without, yeah, but that's what I just said, MPW94. Now they will know that he's showing them up. And I've always told you that's what Mr. Algrimson did. And they never even knew because he sweet talked them. And they never knew that he was showing them the up, you know? Yes, and it's when he got the next job and he talked on the Greenwood situation, when I've proven to them that he was showing them up. All right? Are the likes of Splat Cousins? Yeah, I think all of them that is not in... I think... No, I can fully tell you that you're going to have a... Catalonia 2.0. This is going to be a Catalonia 2.0. Click me here. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be a Catalonia 2.0. They're going to try and save as much money. So you're going to get as much English-based players there as much. You're going to get there as much English-based players there to look in. It's going to be that. It's going to be purely that. No, that's what he's pretty much telling me right here. So you might not get as much JPL players either. You get me? It's going to be a lot of English-based players. So Tilt and those guys, everybody that is available, they're just going to get the strongest 24 out of the 50 and put them together. That's what they're going to do. All right? Trinidad still can't give that Jamaica team 6. People, believe me, a lot of these players that will be in this listing should have made the Jamaica national team. But because it was saved for local players to fit in those spaces. So that's what you're going to get now. You're going to get a lot of players that are good players, but can't make the best 11. But because you have the local spots in the team, it's hard for those guys to come over them. But they're better than them. You get me? You are wrong. It will be more. No, it's not going to be most of the JPL players. Click me. I'm telling you. Because now I heard him spoke on it. I know that that's what they're going to go for. He kept telling you that there are 50 more players on the list. And they're going to just go through it. That's what he's literally saying. You know? No, Travis, this time you can't back the JFF, Travis. I think we have YouTube chat, a box squad. Okay. Yes, JFF. Yes, JD. Yes, the JFF needs the money, just like the matches against Cameroon and Guatemala. Right. I hope Suriname win from Costa Rica, draw against Mexico and win. We're going to discuss that separate. So what you saying if Jamaica gets 6 from Trinidad? No Jamaica team getting no 6 from Trinidad. I'm not disrespecting Trinidad. I'm not saying Trinidad ain't good people, but no Jamaica team getting 6 from Trinidad. I'm very sorry. You structure a U20 English born Jamaican team. They ain't getting 6 from Trinidad. I'm not asking, because those are going to be players playing in Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Brentford, West Ham, Leicester, Wolves. Remember, we have all of those players playing, you know. They ain't getting no 6, all right? I have no boy on YouTube. I can't. All right. So, yes, so we have gotten what we wanted from the coach. I think he was very clear for me. Big up yourself, Mexi. Thanks for being here. Guys, please do hit the like button. Let me know if we are past 50. We had some issues. Look like it's a YouTube problem. We had some issues early on, all right? But I think it's sorted out. 3 more getting that 6. Yeah, man. I can tell you, people, if we pick some of these young kids and play against Trinidad, maybe that will cause more problems for Jamaica selection after. All right? Yes. I remember watching a game 2.5 years ago. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Chelsea U21s versus Aston Villa. And I can tell you, that was the day, I think 3 years ago, 3 years ago. 32 likes. If it's 32 likes, that is very bad. But I think it's not 32 likes. Let me check on it. Sometimes the likes stuck where you put the last likes. All right? Yeah, man, it's a special today. But remember, these were things that I was telling people, and they thought that I'm mad, you know? Let me check it. Okay, 44. Yeah, people, you have to do better than that. Let me still get it to 150 likes. We had some problems, so maybe YouTube never picked the thing up. Yeah, but let me explain to you. 3 years ago, I had seen Mothersill, Dean Rankin, Hutchinson, and all of them played against Aston Villa. And guys, I could tell you 3 years ago, all 4 of them played better than Leon Bailey. On that day, all 4 of them played better than Leon Bailey. And all of them could have played for Jamaica. So, and that is 3 years ago. All of them playing championships, League One now. So if you pick those players, you might see them being better than our current squad. I am very sorry, people. So sometimes the rollover don't happen because people have to keep friends. Believe me. All right? Jamaica could have a ridiculous team. All right? And I am going to post the game in my Discord and make you guys watch a game. And you're going to say, okay, JD, now I understand why you were so hyped on these players from so long. Because they were doing it for years ago. And now they got the opportunity to get into big teams, professional teams, and they just continue to do those things. But they were doing it a long time ago. So don't think that if they pick a weaker team or a so-called no-name team to you, it means it's going to be bad. No, you might get a shocker. You might be leaving it saying, Nitro said, you're joking, right? Better than Leon Bailey? I am going to post the game. I want you to go back and watch that mixture Chelsea team versus Aston Villa. You might drop down. Not just better than Leon Bailey. All four of them were better than almost every Aston Villa forwards at the time, and it was ridiculous to me. You get me? So and I left the day and I said, you know, Jamaica team can be really good. But if we just cut out these madness, this friend thing and this hyping up big ballers and all of those things and just look at players, what they're doing. If we do those things. Richard Green, I said in a game, they were better than Leon Bailey and almost every one of the Aston Villa forwards them. I don't care if they are Champions League. I am telling you, 3 years ago, those kids played in that game. Listen to me, please. I am saying a game. And you guys are, because you're so in your ego, in your brain, your egotistic brains, you're not even listening to what I'm saying. It's a positive towards Jamaica. It's not a negative. It's me pushing back to say that if they pick a next team, you would be shocked how good these players are. It's not by accident they turn up and being good. That's what I'm saying. It's not by accident. They are playing football week in, week out, and they are consistent. That's what I was saying to you. When you saw Hutchinson reaching here, it was not by accident. That's what I was trying to say to you. All right, I will post the game in the Discord and you watch it for yourself. And if you're not a liar or you're not one of the mans I'm a follow back a man, you will tell me that it is the truth. Because the stats said so, everything said so. And it will prove that Jamaica can be really good if we just do the right things. That's all. All right? So Richard Green, I'm not saying that they are better than Liam Bailey in general. I'm just saying, and I had said the whole Aston Villa forward line. All right? That's all I was saying. Please. This is not me fighting against anybody. Please. Most of those young definitely playing better than... I don't want to say they are better than him. I'm just saying because I know that they knew Liam Bailey. And I'm just telling them I saw that game 3 seasons ago. And that's why I knew that these guys would have been so good. And they turned out to be this good now. And that's why I turned up to be correct. And you guys wondering why I know these guys. It's because I was watching them when they were in the young team. So this is not me fighting anybody. It's just me telling you something that took place. Good morning, JD. Bailey is a class act. Everyone has exceptional game. Yeah, but my point was not about Bailey, them being better than Bailey in general. I am saying in that specific game, they showed levels of talents that they could have lived up with big professional players. And that was 3 years ago. So if we pick those guys and they turn up to be better than our current players now, don't be surprised if we cause a big selection problem. Because they are good players playing in good league. That's all I was saying. I was talking on the magnitude of the pool. That's what I was saying, please. So I was not trying to fight any local or overseas or any player. I was just trying to explain something to you. Alright? Ochinsi is my favorite player, but he's not better than Chippy. So who had said that? People, have I just said that they are better than Liam Bailey? If that's what you heard, please God. If that's what you heard me just said, you need to wash out your ears. You need to wash out your ears. If Nitro just heard me said that, you need to wash your ears out. I never said that. I said in one game. My God. Oh my God. I've literally said one game. Why you don't listen? I never said. I am just explaining to you that don't be shocked if you get a good team performing good against Trinidad, because we have that range of quality. And I'm agreeing with the coach to say that we have 50, 60 players. Because I know of these players playing so good from so long, and then they carried it on in several different leagues. I am not saying that they're better than Liam Bailey today, but I said they outplayed Liam Bailey and his whole Aston Villa team. That was a fact. You understand me? And I will post the game in the Discord. And you watch it for yourself. And those guys have made progression. So maybe one of those guys might drop into that. You understand me? And they just tear up things. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, man. Nitro, please listen. Because, goddamn, I've gotten so much beating for no reason. Nitro, if JD, couple years ago, you covered the CAC games. We got 6 from Costa Rica. Brandon Cover was the best player in all the games and never got called back. I thought that the way how they spoke about Brandon Cover from Algrimson, never respected it when he talked as if like it doesn't matter what the kid did in this game, you wouldn't have called him back. But at the same time, saying that Whisper is almost a legendary player that never played football. You understand me? You have to get a magnifying glass to really figure out what people saying at times. And I thought that Brandon Cover never got an opportunity. And that's what I've said to you. It's hard for guys that are not better than Liam Bailey or Damari Gray get into the national team, because you have cemented spot for the players playing now, and then you have spots that people just have. It's available for those people. So really and truly, it's half of Jamaica team you have to be able to make, or else you're not going to get it. You could be better than the next half, you ain't going to get in it. And that's what we're seeing at this point. And Brandon Cover is one that definitely never got the opportunity. But every time he had the opportunity, he proved that he at least deserves to be getting a look in. And I agree with that. All right. So that is one. Let me move on now, people. Because I can't believe that I got caught into a chippy war. I have given the man so much respect and you guys still want to fight with me. All right. So anyways, now we have the groupings now. We have the groupings and I want to focus on Jamaica group. The other day, I did an overall Concacaf breakdown in which I gave my predictions and everything, my instant reaction. And now we're going to look at the groupings. Exactly as what what I had said will happen. And that's why I saw a guy on what's a program name? Is it ESPN? I think it's ESPN or Fox. But you know those guys. Steve, he usually played in England. They're all USA people. They were talking and they were saying that the reason why USA keep on doing good is solely because they are keeping it on their own style. And this is the next conversation that I'm having right here. The way they did the fixtures, they set it up for Jamaica or Panama not to go through. Believe me. and I knew that would have been the case, because they wanted to drum up excitement. So they switched it around. Instead of putting the big teams at the start in certain groups, they put them at the last. Yes, I told you that's what they were going to do because they have competition now. Normally they would have just put the big teams at the start to just face each other and then work your way around, Yeah. So it's going to be a tough one. Omar Henry, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. First responder said, we use European players, seeing that the matches will be in England. JFF always say they can't use them because it's too expensive. I think they're going to do that. All right. So let me give you the schedule, people. Yes, let me give you. I'm going to focus on Jamaica because I'm going to do Suriname separate. Okay. All right, so the first one, Panama, Guadeloupe. This is going to be a good game. Both games playing at the same place, all right? Panama playing first, and then Jamaica, Guatemala second. Oh, my God. oh, my God. All right, so let me go through it. Just immediate prediction, people. Obviously, you're going to get a chance to watch both Guatemala, Panama, Jamaica, Guadeloupe. Kouani, he never said he's going to use more locals. In this conversation, context matters in a Kouani. This he literally said he's going to try. He's looking at 50 players. New players, he has a list and he's going to try and get the best team together. So he never said he's going to pick no local player bring to England. He literally talk on the opposite side. He might still bring one or two based on availability, but I don't think he's going to bring any full team of local players. He's not going to do that. All right, so let me go through it. Guadeloupe, Panama. Eric Vibes said Jamaica will top this group, full stop. Alright, Eric Vibes said then you can just full stop and go back to your bed and drink your tea. We are just trying to dissect things, alright? Maybe this is not the part of the program for you. So drink your tea, sleep, and then you come back for the last 20 minutes, alright? So I am going for a tough game, Panama Guadeloupe. I heard people saying, I heard Dr. Gigi saying that Guadeloupe is going to get 6-0 from Panama. No. These teams are not that bad. Guadeloupe is a very good team. A way better team than St. Vincent. It's not even close. I am telling you. All right. So if you think Guadeloupe will be taking any 6-0 from Panama, believe me, it's not. Kouani, you said something, and I said context matters. He said that about different thing, Kouani. All right. I am talking on this competition. All right. All right. So I am picking Panama to pass this one. Yeah, just the same. But at the same time, yes, I will see Dr. GG. Panama ain't giving no Guadeloupe no 6-0. It's not happening. All right. I'm telling you, the teams are better than what you're giving them credit for. All right. All right. So how you work out this then, Dr. GG? Guatemala, Nicaragua played Jamaica and played Jamaica in both games better than Nicaragua played better in both games against Jamaica. Both games against Jamaica. So we can say that Nicaragua is on the same level as Jamaica, if not better than Jamaica. But they were better than Nicaragua in both games. And then you're going to say that Panama and Jamaica is going to beat Panama, but Guadeloupe will get 6-0 from a team that from a team that Jamaica will beat. You see you're not working things out, you know. Because if the teams that Jamaica played, Guadeloupe beat them and look even more convincing than Jamaica. But Jamaica is going to win every other game, and then Guadeloupe is going to get 6-0 from the teams that Jamaica will be beating. That will be the greatest circle, the greatest cycle of everyone finish on 3 points. Daddy Dean, guys, can you, when you come on my platform, can you just come out on the feelings and listen? Because I don't think you're going to listen to nothing what I've said, you know, and put any context in nothing, you know. I never cared about if Jamaica will beat Panama. I have asked him how he came to the conclusion of Guadeloupe will get 6 from Panama. And it's because they are not good. And I'm saying if they are not good, all the team that pretty much we hang on for dear life, our keeper was the man of the match. Right. Our keeper was the man of the match. Yes, it is a live show. Alright, the only way I'm fighting, it has to be a live show. Our keeper was the man of the match for both games. They beat the next team better than us. But we are going to get 6-0. Daddy Dean, well, I'm talking about 2 other teams, so I don't care about Jamaica and Panama. Because I never talked on that. I like to talk on things in context. So I just wanted to talk on the game, then we'll move on to the next game. We're going to talk about Jamaica, Daddy Dean, right after. So if you can't even spend 5 seconds for talk about the next team, Daddy Dean, I give up on you. I gave up on you. Okay? So I am saying Panama, early prediction, Panama maybe get a 2-1, 3-1 max game. Max result. And I think Guadeloupe will win a lot of fans like Dr. GG and those guys that thinks that they're going to get a 6-0. I think this is the game will prove Dr. GG and those guys that the group is going to be very hard. I think they're not going to even wait on the Jamaica game. After this game finish, everyone will know what will happen in the group. After this game finishes, guys, everyone mouth will switch. I know that some of them won't watch the game. Some of them won't watch the game. But for everybody that watches this game, that's when their mouth is going to switch, people. That's when their mouth is going to switch when they watch Guadeloupe versus Panama. All right, JD, I believe if Jamaica put the things together, they will do well. Yeah, I expect them to do well. I expect them to do well. But remember, I'm talking in general of the whole group. You know, so I'm talking on Panama, Guadeloupe now. You understand me? Panama has a good team. Let me break down that what you're saying here. It doesn't matter which team Jamaica picks. It doesn't matter which Jamaica could have Mace Greenwood on the field. They are not running over Panama. Jamaica is not a better team than Panama, and you can't just get good over 1 minute. People, USA get players in, high quality players. They need more reps. They need systems that they have to work on. You're not going to just beat teams like that. You're going to get 5 new top players. You ain't beating no Panama 6-0. It's not happening. You're not seeing Jamaica beating no Panama 6-0 or none of the top 10 teams no 6-0. Because USA can't do it. USA cannot do it. And they have all of the high profile players in our region. It doesn't happen. Because it takes a little while. The spells that happens like that, it was Mexico in 2013. go back to around 2007. Those were the only teams that had that cohesive unit that could have beaten top 10 teams 5 and 6 love. USA and Panama, USA, Panama, Canada, they can't do it as yet. It's not there as yet for them. It's not there as yet for them. It is ridiculous to say Guadeloupe will get 6. They will surely lose though. All right. I'm watching all Gold Cup games, especially Jamaica group. Yes, but I'm telling you, after the first game, which is Panama Guadeloupe, you're gonna stop talk like that about Guadeloupe getting 6. Oh my God. All right, Panama is actually the best in the region. I would say they have the best system in the region, but they don't have the best players them. So based off that, it drags their team down. All right, Wayne Evans said, Grand Rising surgery, always life across the pond. Very good, I can't complain at all. I'm just here trying to get some points across, but people just fixated on just Jamaica, and they just want to fight with me. If I say something there, it's on my neck, All right, we're not getting or selected any top players. We are hoping our local gems can beat Panama. That's what Nitro says. I don't know of that, so I can't say that, Sir Nitro. All right. Lafolo, these Jamaican fans are so confused. Few weeks ago, I hear so many of these fans say Jamaica no good, and we need to dash away. RD and Blessings, how you doing, man? Long time don't see. All right. JD, Jamaica is going to have a difficult time. No, but I'm not even talking Jamaica as yet, I am saying Panama is going to have a difficult time against Guadeloupe. So we're trying to go through the whole group, RDN. So we don't even talk about Jamaica as yet. I'm saying Panama, because you see that extra speed that Guadeloupe brings. Believe me, man. Don't be surprised if Guadeloupe pushed Panama to the end. All right? And don't be surprised if Guadeloupe even get a draw out of this game. All right? Don't sleep on these teams, people. They are quick. I think they might be faster than Jamaica, and they are more technical than Jamaica. All right? They are actually more technical than Jamaica. Don't give up on them, people. All right? So I am still picking Panama, I'm still picking Panama. Still picking Panama, but I am saying it's a big but. All right, then Jamaica. And remember, guys, this is the first look-in. So after the next games, which is the World Cup qualifiers, I can adjust and say, all right, then Panama will get an extra stretch away from them. Yeah, but I think they don't. People, Panama have them team. We have ego. We started to be the laughing stock in the Caribbean soon. I think that's not going to happen for now, because we definitely have quality players until those can fade out. And if we don't add anything to it, and if these guys keep on adding big players, yes, we could become the laughing stock of the Caribbean. But I don't see it happening in this cycle. Maybe in the next cycle, though. It could happen if we don't improve. All right, so Jamaica, Guatemala. Woo! Guys, remember, this is early prediction. All right, JD, wake up. Panama play fast game. 2. Panama 4.5. Dr. Gigi, all right, keep on thinking that. People, Dr. Gigi, he has no respect for Guadeloupe. He has no respect for Guadeloupe. He says Guadeloupe getting a fat 6. All right. No, but we're talking about Panama, Guadeloupe there, and we said it's going to be a close one. We're going to give Panama the extra goal, the odd goal we're going to give Panama. All right, so Guatemala, Jamaica. Oh my God, the last game that they played was a very good technical game from Guatemala in the Gold Cup. That is because the next time was a friendly and we drew with them. Guatemala was the better team the last time Jamaica faced them, real Jamaica team in the Gold Cup. They gave away, they missed a few chances. And remember, it was Amari Bell in that game. Remember that game good. All right, Jamaica got very few chances. And remember, that game was the same game that Damian Lowe gave away the ball, and they got an empty goal. Blake turned up big in that game. And also recovery speed from Damian Lowe was vital as well, I disagree. It was equal. Okay, well, the coach said Guatemala played better than us as well, and I want to say yes, they had played better. What I will do, I will just go back to the game and show you the game itself. Okay, so for score. All right, so let me show you what took place in the game. The last time. Remember, I'm not trying to fixate on certain things, people. I'm just trying to get to my points. All right, and I think you guys measure into the minor too much, you know. All right, so people says won't be close. Okay, Daddy D not giving Guadeloupe no credit either. All right. I'm loving that you guys don't respect none of these teams. All right, I love that you guys don't respect none of these teams. I'm going to the last Gold Cup. Gold Cup squad, people. Give me a second. I'm trying to pull it up so you guys could get to see it. Gold Cup send kits. All right. So this was the game. Jamaica won it 1-0. Bell 51st minute. All right. Blessed Lord. Big up yourself, Patrick Olis. When has Guatemala ever defeated Jamaica? Yeah, they defeated Jamaica before, but Jamaica won majority of the games. Yeah. So let me maximize it here for you. All right. So this was the game. We had Blake in goal. We had Deshaun Bernard, Damian Lowe. Yes, because Damian Lowe was the one that let in Rubin in behind, and he had to use his recovery pace to get back there. All right. You see, Damara Gray, Mikel Antonio was a very good front line. Very good front line, people. All right. So this is how the game ended. 43%. Hold on, let me make sure which side. So Guatemala over here, Jamaica over here. So 43% possession. 57% possession to Guatemala, 11 shots to 18. One big chance came from Jamaica. 6 saves Jamaica made though to 2 saves for Guatemala. All right, so you could see that the shot selections were completely different, and the entries will tell you how it really panned out, because sometimes you will see 18 shots and you think that, oh yeah, Jamaica was better because they have 18 shots to 1, but you realize that the one keeper had 6 saves and one had 2 saves. You understand me? Yeah, so you look at the entries now, like how much they get over into certain areas and how dangerous the areas were. All right, so this is attack for Guatemala and attack for Jamaica. All right, you saw Jamaica coming down predominantly over the right hand side based on the graph here, and the centrally, and then the left hand side. And for Guatemala has to be the left hand side, because that's where the big errors from Jamaica came, which I told you about. And you see, guys, people, listen to me. This is what I do. You see, I'm telling you about games that Jamaica played 50 years ago, and I'm telling you exactly where the errors them came from and everything. And see the computer showing you where the errors came from. All right, with Rubin and Damian Lowe, and the shot guy would have killed Damian Lowe over there over and over. Remember that game, people? And if our coach said if we continue to play like this, we have no chance against Mexico. Remember, that's what the coach had said. Algrim's not the time. All right. So this is the entries now. Accuracy of pass, they had over 100 more passes. Throw-in 17, throw-in to 7. Final third entries. All right, so final third entries 57 for Jamaica. That is very good, because they had 43% position. All right. To 50. All right, long balls 23 of 55, 42%, and Jamaica had 54 long balls and completed 33 to 61%, because they were pressing good. They pressed good, and it caused Jamaica all sorts of problems. And the crosses, Jamaica had 20 crosses, and we completed 6 of the 20, and they had 14, completed 4. All right. Yes, so it was a very, very good game. Very good game. And I would have them as a slight better in the game. All right, so one second. Let me get a comment. Travis says, Imaxit, the last time we beat Panama 1-0 in the semifinal in the Gold Cup, you all have short memory. No, man, we never beat Panama in any Gold Cup. We beat Panama in the Nations League. The Nations League 3rd place. Travis, is it 3rd place? No, man. Travis, the last time we beat Panama 1-0 was in the actual Gold Cup. The last time we played Panama, we defeated them 1-0. So I've not said we can't defeat. Or why are we arguing on things that I've not said? Oh, you're talking 2019 Gold Cup. Okay, that. So the last time we played them, we beat them 1-0. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. The last time. Before that, they defeated us twice. Back to back in the World Cup qualifiers. Remember, that's how it worked, all right? So I'm going to go and show you Jamaica versus Panama, all right? So you could see it, all right? So the last time we played them, all right, I've passed that one. Let me go to the... All right, so these are the ones that we lost to them twice, 3-2 and 3-0. All right, so let me go back to the next one. All right, 3-0. All right, 2019. I'm looking for the 2019 one. All right, so 2019. This is the one he's talking in the Gold Cup. Yeah, that is 2019 Chevy. So nobody talked about that. Before that, we lost 2 times. And then we won the next one in the Nations League. So I only can talk on the things that we're putting in context, you know. So you're talking overall, yeah, but we don't beat Panama that much. Before that, we never beat them either, you know. JD, when it comes to Guatemala and Guadeloupe, we will struggle at times, but we always get the result. So you're saying that let's look for the result. All right, so let me go back to it. So Guadeloupe versus Jamaica, you're saying that Jamaica will get the win. All right, fair enough. So you said Jamaica and Panama beating the next 2 teams, right? Dirty Harry said Jamaica is the biggest ugly winning team. The world, remember that, people. Are we style of play that? Okay. So you're saying that we should stop talk about possessing football and all those things. Let's go out there and play speed transition and just try to win the game. All right. Maybe that's what we need to do. And if we do with things like that, we might not need certain type of players, right? Yeah. So what you guys says Jamaica will defeat Guatemala. So that means you have got Jamaica defeating Guatemala in Jamaica as well then, right? Because if you have them defeating them here, you would have to be having them defeating them in the World Cup qualifiers as well, right? Or you're going to wait until you see the game in the World Cup qualifiers for you to judge. Let me know, all right? For me, I am going to watch and see the game because I need to see the selection. I need to see the selection because the one that we're seeing here, let me show you the last time they played Guatemala and how good that team was. Let me see. I got to see the selection. Where is the Gold Cup? All right, so Guatemala. Lineup. This is the lineup. All right, so we had Mikel Antonio, Damara Gray, Liam Bailey, Bobby Reed, Lati Bodier. All right, so everybody in the starting 11, aside from Lambert, looks like we would need them back. All right. Okay, Strongman said yes, 2-1 in Jamaica. All right, so because last time we spoke, nobody really sure. You guys weren't sure about what would take place. Daniel Johnson, Limbekisa, Shamar Nichols, Corey Burke, Jamali Wade, Connor Boyce Clark, Kemar Lawrence, Mariapa, Kaim Paris looks like he's last out of the team. John Russell, Dujan Richards. Okay, so at least 12 to 13 of these players would have to come back out of the listing. All right, and we that should be a good squad, you know. Yeah, at least 12 to 13, and then you had the others on it, in the middle that would have been one extra player in. We have, you know, that is surprising. We have not brought in so much players, you know. JD, Jamaica going to beat them in qualifiers because it's a must win for them. Even the coach says so. Yeah. Based on how the setup looks. Yeah, that's true. All right. So Jamaica and Panama. How much you said Jamaica will win? 2-1. All right. So you guys are picking Panama after the first game. Because you guys all said it's not going to be close. And I said, no, it's going to be close. It's going to be close for the Panama Give me back here to so after the first round, you're saying Panama will be leading the group. Let me hear what you guys are saying, and at the same time, please do hit the like button. Let me see if. Okay, we're not getting any lags. Oh, guys, we have not hit 100 likes as yet, So do better than that and get the likes up. All right, yeah, man, get the likes up. Even though we are an hour, we're an hour, so it's going good. But still get it to 150. 150 on the 2 hour mark. We still have 55 minutes to do so. All right, me up. Okay, guys, stop fighting the chat, man, and let me focus on the game. What you said. So who going in the first round? Because I'm looking to see how people look at it. It looks like everyone giving Panama the lead going into the first round, because everyone's saying that Panama will get a better win over Guadeloupe, like a bigger margin win over Guadeloupe than what Jamaica would get over Guatemala, which Guatemala and Jamaica is much more closer. So maybe that's why people saying that. So all right. So let me move on now. So we have Guadeloupe, Jamaica. That will be first. All right, that will be first. They're playing in different parks now. PayPal Park, San Jose, and Panama playing in Austin. All right, I don't know the difference between those stadiums. Yes, Panama and Guadeloupe to advance. All right, if Jamaica select the right squad, we can win the group. All right, Panama for the win. No, we are going through games by games. All right. So that you guys pick Guadeloupe to lose the first one. So that means you're picking Guadeloupe to lose against Jamaica as well, right? What your scoreline you're looking for against. Okay, Nigel said Jamaica, Guatemala, Guadeloupe 2-2. Ooh, Martin says 3-2. Jamaica winning against Guadeloupe. So we only get 2 predictions. Only 2 predictions we have so far. All right, and it looks like it's very close. A very close game right there. All right. Ooh. All right. I want to see how you guys judge the next game then. All right. Strongman says 3-2. So everyone giving. Oh my God. So why Jamaica games, you guys can't say Jamaica will win by 2 clear goals? So every game Jamaica plays, we have to be stressing out. That's what you're trying to tell me. We can't play games that we're not stressed out in. We can't just win games clear. Because remember, we just won against St. Vincent 3-0. And that game was a game that could have easily well be 3-3. So you're saying that Jamaica just don't win games close. All right. Thank you, Richard Green. All right, thank you. Travis Pessoa said 3-0. All right. Now I'm getting some. I had to cuss out people for them to give me some 2-goal separation. All right, thank you. Jamaica can't even score 1, much as 3. Okay. So, that's why you guys are saying the games are always close, because we don't score so much goals. I think Jamaica beat them 1-0. Oh, God. So can we have so much forwards, but we can't score goals? Yes, JD, the team is not that good, and it's based on squads. Okay, JD, we struggle to keep a clean sheet, matter who we play. All right, so you're saying the games are always going to be close, but we are going to win. All right. Well, at least you're still telling me that we're going to win. So that means we're not wasting our time. All right. That is good. That is a big improvement, All right, so Jamaica winning that one. Let me hear who I have to say now. So Guatemala. So 4 points for Jamaica. All right, let me go through the games them first. I need to give you score lines, so that means people can beat you. All right, and this is early predictions, guys. So you can always change up after you seen Jamaica. Saw Jamaica played, because now you hear the coach said he wanted to work with the Gold Cup squad, World Cup qualifying squad, go into the Gold Cup. So you know that you're gonna see similar things. All right. So Panama versus Guatemala. Ooh, let me hear what people thinks about that one. Panama versus Guatemala. Or are you guys looking at one? Oh, Panama beating Guatemala convincing 2-0. Oh my God. So you're telling me that Guadeloupe's speed is going to cause them more problems than Guatemala style of playing, which is the technical tiki-taka style playing, because they don't have the speed like Guadeloupe. Okay. All right, 4-0. Oh my God. Wow. So you were telling me that Panama is going to blow the... Oh my God. Panama will never be unprepared. 3-1 win. Oh my God. Okay. So based off that, so if every game for Jamaica, we are going to always be in a dogfight, and Panama will be beating all of these teams by a million miles. The only way we can top the group is to beat Panama. Based off you guys' own statements. All right. So Jamaica. All right. Judging from the last Gold Cup, we scored 11 goals in 5 matches. I am seeing us going 15 goals in matches. Okay. Daddy Dean, please God. So why you have to go to the last Gold Cup and not the last games we actually played, and our competition, and then upgrade the competition to where we are today? You saw we like to let ourselves down, Daddy Dean. All right. We will not leave the group, much less stop it. All right, JD, Guatemala don't have a good finisher. They have a good finisher, but I would say that he just Ruben is a good player, man. He's a good player. I think if he plays for Jamaica, he starts over everybody. He starts over everybody for Jamaica, but he just doesn't have the pace. He's a technical controller, you know. He has aerial ability as well. He's a good player, man, but he's more of a technical player rather than a speedster. You know, because that one against Damian Lowe, he got away. He got away with against Blake as well. And he just because he doesn't have the pace, he didn't push it past Blake. He tried to dink Blake, and Blake saved the ball very easily in that game. All right. Yeah, but he's not a bad player. He's not a bad player at all. He's not a bad player at all. All right. So yeah, he's still doing his thing. He's still getting goals and doing his thing. Yeah. He would have started for Jamaica today if we have him. If we have him, we would have definitely started for Jamaica. So we can't say he's not good if he would have started for Jamaica. You know? Yeah. So we can't beat him. But he just needs to be in the box. But he's not gonna run past most people. Obviously, if you are on the 18-yard box, he will beat you. Obviously, because he's a shorter distance. All right. So let me move on now. Because we're getting to the spicy one. All right, guys, you can change your mind. Chevis, this is not a lock-in. This is just the first look based on what you saw from both teams. What are you saying? So we have Panama versus Jamaica. Ooh, JD, later yeah, okay, no problem. I'm going to jump off at 4. I'm going to jump off at 4 because I am going to watch Petersburg playing Birmingham. All right, so this is the last one, guys. This is the last one. Panama, no, last two. All right, so Panama versus Jamaica. Panama is never unprepared. 3-1 win. Okay, so it's a copy and paste. Oh my God. So, okay, Panama 2, Jamaica 0. Our Vibes give Jamaica 1-0. Jerome says 1-0. Jamaica could give them. All right, so we got 2 Panama big away result. All right, let me get some more results in before. Float management says 1-1 draw. Baker says Jamaica 1, Panama 2. As a fan, Martin don't want no more beating from Chevis. Martin put up 2 scores. Martin says the reality score 2-1 Panama. But what I would want is a 1-1. All right. I Revive says 1-0. Nitro says 2-0 Panama. Travis are going to beat out the whole. And Africans saying outright, we're going to get battered by Panama. Richard Green says 2-2. Dr. GG says Jamaica 2, Panama 1. If Blake in goal 2. If anyone else 4. Oh my God. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Travis are going to beat them. I care zero about JFF. The team must support. Win, lose, or draw. Well, Travis, we just wanted to give you an honest opinion on the games, you know, that's all. I don't know why you're out here beefing. Travis hot in the morning. Travis, mind your drink in the morning because you cover smoke on everyone in the chat. All right, so should I set a poll? You know what? Let me try. Can I do an next poll? All right, let me do a poll here. So I have to end this poll. All right, I will end this poll. All right, and then I will start a new poll, people. Let me start a new poll. All right. Jamaica vs Panama. All right. Panama win. All right. Jamaica win. And then let me add the extra piece, a draw. All right, so I would take Imaxit. I'm born Jamaica. I will support. Yeah, but Travis, I think they are supporting Jamaica as well, you know. But because they're watching football, they wanted to give more insights and stuff. JD, we have Panama ticket in the Gold Cup. I don't think so, Jerome. I don't think so. We barely play Panama in the Gold Cup, Jerome. That's the problem. You are just picking the one time when we do beat them. You're just picking those times to say, yeah, we have Panama ticket in the Gold Cup, you know. Yeah, we don't play them so often in the Gold Cup, you know, because they tend to always be in Mexico bracket, and we tend to always be in USA bracket, you know. Rookie Chris says, World Cup and Gold Cup squad, Blake, Bailey, Antonio. Antonio, that's a tough one here, man. Antonio. All right. Bobby Reed, Latibodier, Morrison, Aiden, Bell, Hector, Lembekisa, Johnson, Daniel Johnson. Okay, well, Daniel Johnson never got called for the next games, them. Even though he's performing better. Yeah. Windy says Jamaica 1, Panama 0. Javan says, JD, I think Jamaica win 1-0. Okay. Telling me they will draw and Panama has never beaten us in a tournament. Oh my God. No, JD, we beat them in the Gold Cup quarterfinals. Yeah, but listen to me now. I said we barely played them. We barely played them. The stretch between where we played them is so always far. Since we played them in 2019, we have never played them back again. And it's 2026 we are going in now. 2025 we are going in now. You get me? So the stretches are very far. You know? Yeah. And our record against Panama ain't good, people. Ain't good. We played them maybe just under 20 times. And we barely win games, people. All right? We barely win games. So it's just true, the truth. We have Panama is one of the team. It is not the opposite way as what Jerome says. It is the opposite way around. They are our bogey team. They are the team that does turn up and beat Jamaica regardless of what they have done. Even when we think that they are not good, they just turn up and beat Jamaica. Or they draw the games. I think we have played them, let me tell you, the Jamaica-Panama record might be around 18, 19 times, and Jamaica won around 4 times. 4 times, and they won like 10 times, and 7 draws, something like that. Either we played them like 21 times or something like that. And we have nothing more than 5 wins. We have, I don't even think we have 5. Let me try to get the record. Jamaica versus Panama record. Record. Head to head. Let me see. Oh, because I don't remember we beating them much times. I think they are one of our worst performing teams against, you know. Let me see how much matches we play them. No, they're giving different competitions. All right, so this is showing us. Let me see. Who have they head? I'm trying to get the record here, people. The last time we beat them 1-0. Total matches 12. World Cup qualifiers 7. No, they're saying we played them only 12 times. That can't be right. No, we and they defeated us. But I think, yeah, let me get a different record. We played them like 20 times, man. We played them like 20 times. No, Javan. We don't just play them the 2 times in the work again. They're beating us always, man. Believe me. Let me get all the records them, because even I've just checked that record and they gave us 12 and they only said Jamaica won 2 times. But I know that we won more than 2 times. I think we defeated them 4 times, you know? So I'm just trying to get the full record. Alright, Jamaica versus Panama record. I think this is better. This will give you a clearer picture of what took place, you know? Alright, so this is the record for Jamaica versus Panama. Alright, let me see if I can get the numbers here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 times we played them, people. Alright, let me pin out when Jamaica won. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have only beaten them, Javan, we have only beaten them 3 times, according to this. But I think we played them 21 times, man. Yeah, we beat them 3-2. People barely beat this team. We barely beat this team. Our record against them is terrible. Yeah, 17 times they're showing here. Okay, they said 17 times Jamaica had only 3 wins in our history against Panama. Yeah, so Javan, it's not true what you're saying. We have 6 draws and they have 8 wins. So we barely win games against them, and these are the records. We defeated them the last time, so that is a good thing. All right, but we think we played them 21 times, man. You know, but if they said it's 17, it's 17. I'm not gonna fight. All right, and that would have been more losses as well, because the ones that I was talking, yeah. So 3-2 we lost against them, 3-0. Then we defeated them in 2019, which you talk about. 21 times, 4 wins. Okay, all right. So someone found the 21 times. All right, so they have 17 here. So I don't know if it's in a lower grade competition that they never had it. Yes, Javan, but we never win more than that. It's only going to go worse. Javan, I said we played them 21 times. I can't find a record that we played them more than 21 times. That is the record I have. And it's not good, Javan. You can't make up records to make yourself feel good. All right? We have to say it as it is. All right? 3-0. They defeated us in 2017. They defeated us again in 2017, 2 times in a row. We drew with them. They defeated us again. Then we got a win. We draw with them. They defeated us. We draw with them, and we drew with them again. So Javan, you have to find those times when 21. Yes, JD, but we win. But the wins are in World Cup qualifiers. But majority of the games that they played are in World Cup qualifiers. They draw in the World Cup 1993. They draw 1-0. All right, in Gold Cup. All right. In Gold Cup they lost in 2019. But my point stood, because I said we don't play them much. We play them in 1993, and then we play them in 2019. And then we played them in 2019. 1993 to 2019. That's a billion years. You understand me? So that's what I'm saying. We never played them much in the Gold Cup. So we can't win games if we barely play them. You know? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. So people, It's going to be a good tournament. That's all I know. It's going to be a good tournament, and I'm really up for it. I'm really up for it. You know. People remember we did think Panama will be away, you know, because we couldn't beat them for a long time. Yes, it just showed that it goes years before we even won a game against them. Because look here then, look right here. We got this win in 2009. In 2009 we got a win. All right, before that, from 1993, the first time we played them, we have no wins whatsoever. Until so we started 1993 and we only got a win against them in 2009. So 7 and 9, that is 16 years. 16 years we defeated them, and then after that 16-year mark, when we got a victory, we went on to lose 1-2, draw 2 with them, lose 3. And then 1-1 in 20. No, we lost again in 2017. And okay, so from 2009, then we go next 10 years. 10 years to defeat them in 2019. All right, and then after that 10 years run, we went on to lose 2 more times and then defeated them. That is 5 years later. In 2024. So we had 16 years, 10 years, and then 5 years. All right? Those are the timings apart we use to get the victories. So it's not a team that we beat often, people. All right? That is over like 30 years of games playing, and we only won 3 times. 3 times or 4 times max if we raise it to the 21 games. And they have won majority of the games them and drawn the rest. Yes, that record is definitely not good at all. All right? But that tells us where we're coming from and where we want to go, you know? Yeah, so people, I think we have wrapped it up right there. That's just early looking, and I really wanted to talk on what the coach had said in the interview, you know. So that was my main interest. Let me check the likes on the video. I'm going to try and work on some other things. For you tomorrow, I'm going to have Suriname on the next channel because I'm going to be home. I'm going to be working in my backyard tomorrow. So I'm going to come on and do something for Jamaica tomorrow as well. All right, so look out for that, people. Definitely smash the like button, keep on supporting it. We have not hit 100 as yet, so take your time, hit the like button. We have more than 20 or 30 people at this present not hitting the like button. Well, we definitely need to pass that. We are looking for like 150 or so. We know it's Sunday and a lot of you guys are busy, but no, we still need our likes. We turn up, yes. So you have to turn up to it. JD, all right. Let me fire up. Let me take some questions. Send your questions in. I'm gonna go with one question. Travis says, JD, you know read my text before this one. Hold on, Travis. Maybe you never. I saw you fighting. JD, should we scout from Panama diaspora? Maybe. Panama players are good. Not saying Jamaican players ain't good. Where is Travis? Good morning, JD. Melshire, how you doing, man? Exciting times ahead for our team. I hope some of us heartstring will not burst. I think that is all right. So Imaxit, I see you do a stream with a next YouTuber saying Jamaica want a balance with players from diaspora, but not with admin. Which other country in FIFA have persons from them diaspora a part of their federation? Okay. Good one. A lot, Travis. A lot of a lot of federations have people that lives outside as well. Yes, they travel back and forth, but obviously, if you get a job, you're going to make it work. Yes, but a lot. Brazil, United States, not England. England never won inside. Nigeria, Ghana. Ghana one is tough because it was like one guy and he lived there first and then he moved away. Yes, so what I'm gonna do, Travis, I'm gonna bring in the name, and I promise you I can get over 25 different people that works in federations worldwide, and they move to different countries. And they are actually aiding those countries with information, Travis. So that's a good topic, Travis. Respect for that one. Respect for that one, Travis. Respect for that one. Yes, Travis, I have no problem. Remember, I work with these people, so it's not hard for me to get it and show you. All right? And that's why I'm explaining to you. And I'm explaining to you. Yes, you have that, man. You have that, Travis. That is not hard at all. That is not hard to get. So I said I'm going to build a show around it since you want those things. I have no problem because it is the truth, Yep, so we're going to do a stream for it, Travis. You will be surprised to know that a lot of Panamanians are of Jamaican heritage. Yeah, I heard that the last time. I don't know because I've not been the one really researching those things. But yes, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised though. All right, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. So fire off the questions, people. Give me like 10 more questions so I can finish that one up because it's going 3 o'clock now and big matches are coming up. Big matches are coming up. All right, not saying the others are not big matches. All right, so people, Nigel said I'm not correct. I told her Arsenal won't be winning any game. Imaxit, but JFF constitution is different. You must be a part of a team on the island. Different thing. Jamaica has simple. Oh yeah, but you asked me a question, Travis, and I said I can bring the proof that others do live outside and also do come back and as well. Yeah. But they are part of the federation just the same. But that's 2 different things. You should tell me that. I should bring the other constitutions from the other countries. That's what you should have told me. That's what you wanted. All right, no problem. I think that is good. Then I will try to get Nigeria one. I will try to get Ghana, and I want something from outside Africa, not just Africa. I want something from like Asia. Those places that I know want better players to add to their CV. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Travis. Who is your way early Gold Cup finals? Whoo! All right, I am saying my early one. Whoo! Got to say Mexico. Whoo! Mexico. All right, let me see how it's gonna bracket off because Jamaica is in Group C, and then the Group C would have flipped over to play. Let me see how they do the whole listing. All right, okay, they have not even set up the listing as yet because I think Group C should be playing Group A and Group B goes to Group D, and that's how they should do it. But they have not given that either. So you're telling me that then we need to know. Previous years they would have given us how the grouping would have gone. Yeah, A plays D. Wow. Oh, they set it up, but why I don't have it here? Yeah, because that should be the natural thing. That should be the natural thing. But maybe it's what I'm looking at. One second. Let me get Gold Cup here because it should be on this system. All right, so Gold Cup. Let me check it. All right, so Gold Cup. All right, so if that's the case, and then if Group C, you said C plays B, and A plays D. Oh my God! So you could see Mexico versus United. Oh my God! That's not bad. That's not bad. That means you could see. All right, so that means it sets up. Okay, but after that, okay, let me see how they work it out after that then. All right, so are they going to stay on the same bracket? Quarterfinals, yes. All right, so quarterfinals, they stay on the same brackets. So that means Mexico and USA cannot go to the finals then, based on how it draw. Morocco is the best at scouting. Kelvin J. Canada and Panama are big teams. No. So CONCACAF is trying to cook up a way to get Mexico and USA in the finals. No, but based on how it sets now, if you said group by group, like groups will be taking on groups, it's going to be hard for USA to avoid. It's impossible. That tells me that they're going to meet before the actual finals. Isn't that what it's saying? If it said, when you say a group plays a group, that means first and second. Second from each group will be playing first, and the first from, vice versa. So that's what it meant. So that means USA would have to face Mexico in the semifinals. You understand me? Because if it's group taking on group, you understand me? I think that is too tough. I think if you're first, you should end up somewhere, and if you're second, you should end up somewhere. So it gives everyone an opportunity to play each other, at least in the quarterfinals, I think. But let me try and get it. Let me try and get it. CONCACAF Twitter, because people said it's out. Twitter, CONCACAF. Let me see how it works, because that sounds not so good. That sounds not so good. CONCACAF Gold Cup. Alright, so let me see what they're saying here. Alright, so how it goes now, please, because I need some clarity. Alright, so no, I'm seeing this what they're showing me, but this is not clarity. This is not clarity what they're showing me. They're just showing me the games, which we know that already. But I want to see the brackets, how it works. No, this is alright. So road. Alright, so okay. Alright. This is good. Alright. So I've got it. Let me reshare it here. I just saw it on my Twitter. Alright, so let me see if I can maximize this. No, I'm going to save it and then open it back. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Sometimes my alright, so let me open this right here. Alright, so let me open this. It's going to open here so I can get it maximized. Alright, so this is better, people. So I can see it better now. So this is good. Alright, so D1 will be taking on A2. All right, so the first place from USA, Saudi Arabia, will be taking on the second place out of Mexico, Costa Rica, Suriname, and Dominican Republic. All right, so what A1 will be taking on D2. All right, good. All right, so B and C. Okay, now I see. That's what I expected. Yes, so they should be an opposite bracket. So B2 is on the opposite bracket. That's what I expected. Yes, so that's what I expected. But you guys made it seem like both of them will be on the same side. But it's different. It's exactly as how normal tournament sets. So, for instance, if Jamaica comes second, Jamaica is on a different path, and Panama only can meet back Jamaica in the finals. Yes, so I'm okay with that. So with that said, no, United States doesn't have to meet Mexico. They don't have to. They can meet them in the finals again. Because that was the way to eradicate United States and Mexico in the not meeting in the finals. But goddamn, look, if both of them, if D1, all right. So this is A1, D1 here, and A2. Look at this. So this is A1, which is Mexico. More people thinking, and this is D1. It is still set up to be the finals, blood. All right. Yeah, well, USA not making the finals. You can say all you want. You can say that all you want. But it's still set up that it's possible could be the same thing again. All right? Yes. That's what I'm seeing here. So you can say what you want, you know. I'm just saying I thought that they structured it a little bit different so we could get rid of USA and Mexico finals. But goddamn, it's the same damn thing. You know, someone after off USA, which is highly likely that is true if you talk about that. All right, so let me see why he's saying that, because Africans, you know who he is, you know. Yes, let me see why he's saying something like that. So his team is in C. His team is in C. Right? No, in B. In B, and more likely he's going to be B1. More likely he's going to be B1. More likely he's going to be B1. So let me see why he said it. All right, so D and A2, that is USA's first game. B1, oh! Because he thinks that Canada will be facing USA in the semifinals, or so. Yes, he thinks that Canada. Okay, well, thank God you're so. Thank God you're so. All right. So Africans, people, you agree with Africans? He says that it's not going to be USA in the finals. It's going to be Mexico. Okay, let me see where Jamaica would have been. Jamaica would have been in C1. So Jamaica and Mexico is on the same bracket. If Jamaica should be C1, which most people think that Jamaica will be C2, which that would be over United States side. Guys, we all right. Let's see. All right. I think USA plays Mexico in the quarterfinals. Okay. Saudi wins the group. Marlon brought up some good points. Maybe it's not the strongest Saudi team. All right. All right, so people, it looks like we're still fighting over a lot of things. I think this was a good one. We will do some more deep diving. We have some other contents that we want to talk on. For Surinamese, I will be doing Surinamese contents tomorrow. So look out for that. And definitely for Jamaica, I will give you a shorter version video tomorrow. But if you have more contents, we will put up a longer one, because we had a lot of players that played. I have not touched on that, none at all. You have John Russell. John Russell keeps on doing very good, you know. He keeps doing very good, people. And we have to acknowledge his actual play. Yeah. So let me just give him that support from early. Yeah. So his team they fell off. You know. At one point I thought that they would have been in the actual playoffs. All right. Hold on. Let me look at the full standings to see. All right, so they're on 57 with 4 games to go. That's 12 points. That's 67 to get in. No, they have already gotten. No, that's not 67. That is more than 60. That's 69. So they can finish at 69 points. So if Reading gets a additional point, they knocked out Barnsley. So they can't make it. All right. So, but good run this year. Very good run for John Russell. I think John Russell really showcased that what we analyze as a midfielder in our country might be one of the poorest takes, and maybe that's the reason why we have never developed any world-class midfielders in our history of football, you know, because that's one of our biggest problems, you know. I just think I will struggle, and the main reason I think systems have to be in play for us to develop midfielders, and because we never had a system over the history of football, that's why I think we have never developed midfielders. All right, every one of our midfielders that we said are half decent, aside from the folklore midfielders like Whitmore and those guys, which I think that I don't think that they're as good as what you guys told me. You know, they are solid midfielders, but they weren't as the world beaters as what you guys said. I think it's because they did some things and you want to glorify them. But reality, I still believe that you have some of the best midfielders we had up to this date. Locally was like Andy Williams and those guys. You know, it's still Peter Cargill was a Jamaican born. He was a solid midfielder as well. You know, yeah, but you and those guys had to go outside and get good systems. So we still never had a midfielder really grew through our system and stood out and go overseas and control games. I've never seen that. I'm still waiting on it. The best player, to my knowledge, up to this date, I still think is Gardner. I think Gardner could have been a midfielder, just the same. Imaxit, you can't compare eras, bro. Stop hype them workless players. Oh my God! I'm going back in history, and I'm just saying that our lacking football education stop us from developing midfielders. Come on, man. Come on. Even back then, we never had the quality of midfielders that we wanted. If Jamaica had midfielders from that time, we would have done much better. Much better, Travis. Come on, man. We can talk the truth, man. Maybe one of your superstars was a midfielder, so that's why you're eating on my statement right there. But I was not comparing John Russell to none of our older midfielders. I'm just telling you that we are not blessed with midfielders. We're not blessed with midfielders at all. Championship rounds. Ireland really chop off this year. Andy Williams was better than top. Yeah, man, Andy Williams is better than top off for me. I don't even think it was close. Ricky said, "Good day, JD. I think you're putting us Trini a little bit down." What? On the pecking order, we will be missing 3 players for MLS. 1 from League One, 3 from the Canadian League, and Levi from Russia. All right, Ricky. No, I'm not putting down. I was just telling you how strong Jamaica pool is. Ricky, you know me. Anybody. People don't like me because I talk facts. And majority of the facts them don't go in favor of Jamaica. So Ricky, I will never put the next country down. Believe me, I am one of the only so-called born Jamaican that does YouTube and talk about Jamaica that you can say that I am not going to put a next team down. I'm telling you that those players are very good players. Like the one, I'm just saying that Jamaica pool is very good, but we don't invest in that pool so much. So don't be surprised if we pick that team and Trinidad not going to beat them 6. I never said you can't win the game. I said you're not going to beat any team Jamaica put out 6 love. That's what I said. Even if it's the strongest Trinidad team. Lee Young, please, don't disrespect. Don't disrespect the people, alright? You know, we're loving, we're neighbors, you know, man. Come on, man. Alright, why we can't live good? I try to live good and just let football speaks for itself, you know, man. Alright, so anyways, before we finish, people, as I've told you, Arsenal ain't winning nothing. Alright? As I told you guys, Arsenal wouldn't have won nothing against Brentford. That's what I told you guys. And they did not win anything. Alright, so you see what I'm telling you? And now they're saying the same thing as to what I was telling you that they're going to be saying. It's all about the Champions League now. That's why I said, click me, you know. Click me. They're going to switch their mouth to all about the Champions League. Just watch and see. Alright? Party was short-lived. Pinnock played yesterday. No, I don't think he came on. No, he never came on yesterday. It's 2 games now. I don't know what happened to him, but maybe he's injured or something. You know, and the good thing, they have others that they can use. So if he, what the hell, Pinnock? Why my system putting in 9s? It's my keyboard, people. My keyboard is a little bit different from the standard that we have. He never, for the last 2 games, he never came on. Yeah, because I was watching it up to what 83 minutes. So I was saying, you know, no need to put him on, you know. Yeah, so we have Liverpool versus West Ham. Let me see. Liverpool versus West Ham. Why is it my... Okay. My keyboard playing up here, man. But people has to see... Okay, I can show it. I can show it. My keyboard is a little bit different from the standard. Let me tell you. Let me show you what I'm doing. Because your keyboards are a little bit different. So my keyboard is different from the normal one that we use in our region. Over here it's a little bit different. But I still try to keep my old keyboard in my head so the letters are not the same, you know? So I'm blind selecting, pretty much. Imaxit Real Madrid 4 Watless Gunners 0 next week. Boy, Travis, if that happen, I am taking one full vacation. I am telling you, man. Emergency stream 16.0. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I still have to take an emergency meeting. I'm telling you, believe me, that stream would have been the most hated stream. They wouldn't have turned up. Yeah. So, but I think it's who scored the first goal. If Real Madrid scores the first goal, Arsenal ain't coming out of that at all, you know. Travis Pessoa, TNT and Jamaica. Okay. All right, so people, we're not going to push it to the 2 hour. We're going to stop right here. I know we have a little bit more minutes, but it's okay here. We will be back on tomorrow, as what we said. Suriname and all of them stuff here. I have some other work to do here. And then watch the game. Look at Madasil and those guys. I'm going to watch the rest of the West Ham Liverpool game. You know? Yeah. Worst case 5-1. Jesus God, man. You guys have no respect for Arsenal here, man. And that's why they come on my channel to say I am the hater when it's the chat is the hater. You know? Oh my God. All right, so people, take care of yourself. Eat some good food. Get some good rest on the Sunday. I am going to do both of that. Still watch some football at the same time, but I will be resting and everything. So thanks yet again for the continuous support. Let me see if we passed 100 likes on the Big Bad channel, and then you guys get it up to 50. All right, thanks for the 100 likes, people. Definitely get up to 150, and we will talk. But it proves again that what I was saying was correct because I root my conversation in facts. So if guys playing 12 hours before, there is no way they would have been available for the tournament, and you have no other training session before the next game. So what are you going to do? Just come in and play football? No coach wants that. So it looks like the coach literally said that he's not going to use them. He's going to give them enough time to get prepared for the other tournaments, which is the World Cup qualifiers immediately after the Unity Cup, and also the Gold Cup, which I fully agree with, because I think the Unity Cup, we shouldn't have entered that damn thing because it makes no sense. All right, no sense more than holding back Jamaica team, to be honest. If it was a different time, in a different FIFA window, or even outside a FIFA window, yeah, I could have agreed with it, but we have competitions. Greg Lee returned yesterday, yes. But I will do my Reggae Boys Abroad tomorrow, so look out for that, Nitro. All right. Parky said, who you are watching today? Most important game. Birmingham. I'm going to watch Birmingham. I'm going to watch Liverpool, West Ham, but I'm watching Birmingham, Petersburg, which is Madasil them. I'm going to be watching. So that's going to be a good game. All right. All right, so take care, Nitro. No 18 on Arsenal. Bye-bye.